What is up world? What is up YouTube? I haven't made any YouTube videos for the past year or so, and I'm just really excited to sit here with the camera set up and to share with you some of my recent thoughts about my favorite team, or my ex-favorite team, FC Bayern Munich.
What? What the fuck?
Yeah, I know, it's a sad topic actually. For those of you who've known me for a while, you know, FC Bayern has always been the greatest passion of my life up until a couple months ago, and obviously a lot has happened to me this year. New job, new city, pretty much a brand new life, I would say. Long story short, I was a big Bayern fan, a Bayern diehard, if not the biggest ever. But, you know, since a lot has been happening, and, you know, I've got some updates to share. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So, where should I begin? I became a FC Bayern fan since pretty much 20 years ago, I would say. And, you know, at that time, Bundesliga was already broadcasted in China. And since FC Bayern Munich was the strongest team from Germany, and their games were obviously most frequently broadcasted, you know, I have been following the team ever since. As time went by, next thing you know, FC Bayern was your favorite team. I watched every game, I followed the news, I knew every single player, every single staff member, every single coach, no matter where I was, no matter what I was up to, no matter how my mood was. You know, I pretty much followed every freaking game of FC Bayern Munich, even when I was in the States, where I had a lot to do for my bachelor. And in 2012, I had the opportunity to visit Munich for the very first time of my life. That was actually the day I landed in Munich, was still actually one of my top 5 best days, I would say, up until this point, because that feeling was just amazing. It's not like it's something that I dreamed of ever since I was young, but it's exactly because of that, because of the fact that I didn't think that I'd get to, you know, visit Munich sometime in my life, because I was just stupid, you know. I've never thought about coming to Munich for a visit, for a game, or for study even. I just never, that thought never came across my mind.
A few moments later.
Around a year after my visit in Munich, I was applying for my master's study, where I had the opportunity and luck to get into LMU, which is pretty much University of Munich, in Munich. Obviously, that was actually the turning point of my life, because things went down after I came to Munich for my master's study. Things went down. Yeah, that's right. Things got crazy, man. Out of control, completely. I went to every home game of FC Bayern Munich. I went to some away games of FC Bayern Munich. Sometimes I even went abroad for a freaking game. You know, can you imagine that? How much money that costed me? I pretty much spent all my money and time and energy on FC Bayern Munich. Everywhere I went, I brought FC Bayern with me. I frequently went to the training session, you know, just to watch their train. I waited for players for their autographs, you know, I bought a lot of jerseys. Without being able to speak German, I learned to sing all the team chants or team songs, man. That's how crazy I was, you know. I was not doing anything for something, for some end, but, you know, I was enjoying my life in Munich by, you know, following FC Bayern Munich. So long story short, I came to Munich for my master's study because of FC Bayern. Honestly, not because of some philosophical bullshit. Just kidding. I love philosophy, don't get me wrong. As time went by, next thing you know, they're not only your favorite team, but also your passion, man, thanks to YouTube. YouTube taught me what passion was all about. Passion is something that you're really passionate about, that you cannot stop doing something, that you dream of doing that stuff for like a very long time, and even if you've been doing that shit for a very long time, you still love doing that shit. It's just like shooting around with a basketball for some hoopers who love to ball. For me, you know, I love shooting hoops. I also love to watch soccer. So, you know, long story short, with all jokes aside, you know, soccer became one of my greatest passions in Munich. I'm not gonna lie here. I gotta buy into it. I got no regret about it, because, you know, it's because of that I am sitting in front of the camera talking to you. because it's just life, you know. Sometimes we experience some changes. That's life, you know. Sometimes you lose someone very important. Whatever you've been through, those experiences are parts of your life. That's just the way it is, man. There's no debate about that, and you just have to embrace it. Embrace everything you have. You pretty much have to embrace everything you got, everything you've been given. You couldn't do shit about them, so yeah, suck it, man, and embrace it. Fast forward to this year, where I moved to a new city. I got a new job, I got a new apartment, I get to meet new people. A lot of stuff, you know, blah 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 blah. And new language, by the way. Things start to change. The next thing you know, you got a little, you know, confused about certain stuff. You start to ask yourself, you know, what was that thing you loved? What was that thing you spent so much time on? What was that thing you've been passionate about? And more importantly, after I started my job, my new job here, completely in German, by the way, I get to see a lot of new aspects around soccer. You know, not only on the soccer pitch, I really observed a lot more new stuff. You know, by the way, I work with some German colleagues, some very nice German colleagues, who all have a different perspective, I'd say, than my old perspective when I was a Bayern fan. So I just, you know, got confused and I asked myself over and over again, what was that thing that I loved? And I got no answer, you know. It's not the company, obviously. It does not have anything to do with the company per se. That's just a limited company or whatever company that was, man. It does not have anything to do with the players themselves. Because to me, the most important thing is always the team. You know, it's the team that matters. All the players, you know, players come and go, but the team stays there. Mentality? People say, buy mentality, me as a me, whatever, man. But what the fuck is that mentality though, man? Talk about mentality. What club doesn't have mentality, man? What, you know, it's just marketing mentality. To me, mentality thing is just a marketing thing, you know? I don't know, man. I got confused. I don't have any answers. The key word here today is the new perspective of mine. Because honestly though, before this year, I had been always wearing this Bayern glasses. Because I see everything with the Bayern mindset, you know? So I didn't know what it was like with a non-Bayern perspective, but now I do. I could tell you everything about it, man. Earlier I could, you know, sympathize with them because I was a Bayern fan. Now, nah, not so more, man. FC Bayern Munich is way too damn rich. On the pitch, off the pitch, whatever, man. You know, it's just not fair. They bought every player they wanted to buy. They invested too damn much.
Eventually,
I could not identify myself with some of the Bayern fans. And obviously, soccer has become a huge industry where a lot of money is flying in, you know, where a lot of fans came up and, you know, all that. I get that. But, you know, I have been through some shitty times of FC Bayern Munich in order to be that much of a fan that I was. You know, but these new fans tell, oh, Bayern won the Champions League. Oh, I'm a Bayern fan. Fuck that shit, dude. Fuck that shit. For those Chinese fans, for example, they don't watch football at all, man. They don't watch soccer at all. They don't watch nothing. All they do, follow the news. Look for, you know, cute faces. That's all they do, man. With those kind of people, I just cannot identify myself with those kind of people, with those kind of fans. So I'm not a Bayern fan anymore. So do whatever you want. No offense, though. No, do whatever you like, as long as that makes you happy and that does not do any harm to anyone. So, with all due respect.
one eternity later.
Next thing though, because I'm not in Munich anymore. I don't feel the attachment to the team, to the city, to, you know, to all the people, to all those fans, to the fan culture, you know, that strongly. I don't have the attachment anymore, you know. It went away, and not completely just within blink of an eye or during the finger snap, but you know, it went away gradually in a weird way, in a weird fashion. But the important thing here though is that I keep contemplating about all those puzzles I've been having. And you know, after a month or maybe 2 months of contemplating, I came to the conclusion that I'm not a Bayern fan anymore. It's not like it's intentional decision or anything like that, but it's just something spontaneous, you know. I feel happy about that, you know. You gotta follow your heart no matter what you do, no matter where you are. So I just found out that my heart is not by Bayern anymore.
2,000 years later.
Well, that's pretty much all I have to say today. Thanks for hearing me out. Thanks for tuning in. I'm just really happy to be able to do what I did today.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here it comes. Almost there.
Another thing though, since we're being honest here today, for me, FC Bayern is just like my ex-girlfriend. Once she's gone, man. She's gone forever. What's over is over. What's done is done. What's gone is gone. There's no turning back. There's no looking back. It's just the way it is, man. That's life, man. You cannot change anything. But like I said, you have to embrace it, man. Now, jokes aside, you know, with this brand new perspective of mine, you know, I get to experience things that I've never had the opportunity. I get to explore this brand new, beautiful world, you know. I wouldn't say I didn't have the time to, you know, explore the world, but, you know, with these kind of changes in my life, at this point in my life, you know, I get to learn new things. I get to experience new things. I get to explore new things. And that is actually what life is all about, man. You always have to learn, you know. You only get to live once. Just go get some new experiences. That's all I'm saying today. I'm just really happy to be where I am today. Man, it's really gorgeous today, man. Just look at this gorgeous weather. There ain't a thing that can make me sad today. Yeah, I guess that's my story of why I quit being a Bayern fan. And we'll see each other next time then.